Hi, this is Chad Zapia for the Globe and Mail. I'm the writer of the Controller Freak game blog, and with me right here is an unopened PSP Go. It's not going to stay that way for long, though, because I plan to open it up right now. I just want to point out before we get started that it has a little warning up here in the top left corner that says this device does not have a UMD drive. PlayStation Network account and internet access are required to download games and other copyright-protected content. And that is basically Sony's way of saying, hey, look, if you're buying this, don't expect to play your old UMD games on this device. Also down here, you'll note that there's also a sticker for Rock Band Unplugged. It says this includes a PSN voucher for the exclusive PSP Go version of Rock Band Unplugged, which I'm guessing means that that will be the first game that I play on this nice-looking pearl white PSP Go. So, without further ado, let's crack this thing open. Okay, so looks like the first thing we're given is a warning. It says, though data can be deleted from the PSP Go hard drive, as with other electronic devices with memory, deleted data may be recoverable. Please take care when transferring possession or disposing of your PSP Go system. See a regional website for details. I guess that's Sony's way of telling us to make sure no personal data remains on the system when we give it up to somebody else. Also, maybe that no games are remain on the system as well. Looks like also we have the Rock Band Unplugged voucher, as well as a advertisement for Patapon 2. Okay, before we get to the actual device, let's take a look at some of the accessories. Looks like there is, this is the AC adapter. Smaller, clearly, than earlier versions of the PSP charger. There's the charging cable. Pull this out. And here is the USB adapter, which I have heard has a proprietary connector, and indeed it does. Let's take a look at it. So there's the proprietary connector. What this means is that if you need to ever replace this, you'll have to go to Sony. You cannot just use one of your own USB connectors, which is a little bit of a bummer, seems to me. Instructions. We have both English and French instructions. Not too thick, not quite as thick as the DSi instruction booklet, that's for sure. And we have a quick start guide here. Could be handy. Looks like it's almost like a wall poster. And at the very bottom here we have the Media Go CD. So it looks like this requires the basically a Microsoft operating system to run this Vista. Now let's take a look at the device itself. As you can see, this is the pearl white version. There's also a black version. And there it is, the PSP Go in pearl white. Now, as you can see, the control console slides down from underneath the screen. It has a slightly different kind of analog nub than previous PSPs. I've had a chance to try this earlier, so I can say with some confidence that this is actually a little bit more comfortable than the one I use on my PSP 1000. Okay, I just wanted to zoom in a little bit so we could see some of these features a little bit more closely. So you can see, you can get a better look now at the control console. You can see the D-pad and the action buttons and the control nub. Very nice, very comfortable in my hands, it seems like. Now if you go to the sides, you can see there's the power button. It's the standard power button that's been on all the PSPs in terms of being able to hold it up to power it up or power it off, and push it down to lock it. There's also the shoulder buttons up at the top. They feel a little bit loose, but they feel okay. And there's the standard music button if you want to go to your music. For volume, you have volume up and down up on the top, and there's also the brightness button. All that stuff located on the top, so you can just move your fingers up a little bit if you want to access that stuff. Over on this side, you see the memory stick slot, and you also see the wireless on-off switch. And at the bottom, you see that proprietary USB connector and also the headset input device, although it's worth noting that this does support Bluetooth, and there's a pretty good chance that at some point Sony will make its PlayStation 3 Bluetooth headset compatible with this particular device. Now, just for comparison's sake, I also have my PSP 1000 here with me, so you can see it's an awful lot smaller. If memory serves, the screen is 3.8 inches versus the original PSP screen, which was 4.2 inches. You can also see that it's a lot thinner. So maybe go like this. So it's a lot thinner, smaller in that dimension as well, and clearly a lot smaller on the front. I believe it's almost half the weight of this, and that it's also about half the size in terms of physical dimensions. So a lot smaller, definitely pocketable as opposed to the previous ones, which were you could fit in your pocket, but I wouldn't exactly call it comfortable. Now, the other comparison I'd like to show you is an iPod Touch, because this really is a competing device for the PSP Go now that both are now that both offer basically downloadable content only, and both are kind of close to the same size. So you can see that the screen on the PSP Go is a little bit bigger. However, the iPod Touch is quite a bit smaller still, and but both still definitely very, very pocketable. And I think that yeah, if you're looking for a handheld gaming platform, I don't think you're gonna and you want to choose between these two, I don't think that size alone is probably going to do it for you. It's probably going to come down to content. But I'm not going to get into content today. This is just an unboxing of the PSP Go. You can look for my full-length review in the Globe and Mail later on this week, as well as on the website. Thanks for watching.